Hello, it's Sunday evening. It's been a very exciting Sunday evening. In fact, I can tell you because I told you in my vlogs, I got the contract for the flat and I got the keys, so it's all done. I think I don't want to tell you because it's like a spoiler for my housing video that's going to come up at some point, but it's kind of important for me to share, to be honest. But I have a lot I need to do tonight, in part because of that, but also in part just because I have to do it anyway. Number one, there's so many Taskmaster things I need to get done. I have 2 for this week, but then I also still have a couple from before that I just missed because I was in Australia. And there's a bunch that are due for like Christmas Day or the live show, both of which are now in sort of 3 to 4 weeks. That's not true, the live show is a little bit later. But one of them is to post something, and that needs to be posted by Christmas, like it needs to arrive by Christmas Day. So that's really stressing me out. I don't think post takes that long, I think it'll take no more than a week, but it needs to get done. I don't like posting stuff, it costs money. And one of the tasks that I need to do today is very time consuming. Well, not even time consuming, I don't know, there's just something about it. It's tough. So I need to do that. I need to watch the 2 Dear Hopefuls videos from this week that I missed and then film my own and edit and upload it somehow. I want to try and start changing some of my addresses because I've now got the contract of a new place. I think those are the 3 main tasks. But I don't want to go to bed too late because I'm working tomorrow. Oh, and I was going to try and call my grandma. I might do that now. It's a lot. It's just a lot. And it's 6:30. So I do have a couple of hours and my grandma's out this evening, so that kind of helps as well. I'm going to try and call my grandma first, I think. And then we can see where we go from there. Exciting, but exhausting. Ah! Hello. My batteries arrived today. Maybe they arrived yesterday, but I got them today. And they came in a package, and then in the package was another box, and I started opening the box, and then I thought, nah, I want to film this. So this is the box. Obviously I'm showing you the back because I don't actually think the front has my address on it, but just in case. It doesn't look like it. And I already saw there were 4 batteries in it, but there was another box inside the box. Bearing in mind there was already a package, then there was this, and then there was the next box. So this is how it came packed. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to link it below. Obviously I've yet to test if they're any good, but I'll link them below if they are. So that's what it looks like inside this box. And then you've got this white box, and then 4 extra batteries, which is amazing. So now I'm going to open this one, which I haven't yet. I'm expecting like a little charging unit and a cable. Ooh. There we go, that's the charging unit, so enough for 3, which is awesome because I've got 1 battery in there and then 4 in here. A little cable, which is, I think, a USB-C, so that's always useful anyway to have an extra one. And a little explanation thing. So what I'm going to do, I don't know if these have charged before, you know, they come here. But I think I'm just going to charge them. I think there's a USB cable because it obviously doesn't have a wall plug. So I just need to check that we've got a USB cable in the kitchen. But I'm going to charge these while I'm doing my Taskmaster because I was actually going to start filming my Taskmaster. And I don't know why I just covered my mouth while I was talking to you. That's not very good. And I was going to film it on my phone because this was running out of battery. And then I suddenly had the realization. So there we go. Also, I have made myself, well, I haven't had it yet, but I know I've made myself the loveliest cup of tea. Now, it's this dried fruit tea. And I've had it once before, and it's amazing. And what's crazy is basically you put the dried fruit in the tea, and at the end you can eat the fruit. And the fruit tastes exactly like a snack I used to have at school as a kid. And I cannot think of the name of the snack, but it, like, the first time I had it, it really threw me back. I was just like, what is going on? This is so strange. So I'm excited for when that cools down to have that. I'm gonna try and set this up, and then I'm going to get on with a couple of tasks. I've got 2 tasks I'm going to try and do now, and I'm waiting for my iPad to charge for the 3rd and potentially 4th tasks. And those 2 are both from this week, the ones I'm waiting for my thing. So just so you can see, I don't really know which way this is supposed to go in. I'm presuming the gold has to match the gold, but this won't light up until I'm going to go to the kitchen and try it, and I will let you know how it goes later. Hello, very quick update from me because I filmed a lot today and there's a lot going on. And I've got so much stuff on my computer that I need to sort through and edit and clear up space from. But I just wanted to pop in, say hello. I've been working the last few days, which has been long and tiring, but good, obviously. And I started looking ahead to the rest of the month because I know this is a busy work month for me. And there is one period just before New Year's that I think I'm working 10 days in a row, but not just that, I'm doing double shifts almost every day. So that's going to be intense. But funnily enough, rather than like fearing it, I'm more excited for it. I think I just like having money. And especially now that I have my own rent to pay, I like money even more. And I do like working. I really enjoy working. So yeah, I'm happy enough. I've been feeling very tired, and I think it is just long days at work and late nights and whatnot. and having a lot on my mind. You know, there's a lot I'm trying to get done. But hopefully we'll be doing the main move tomorrow. You would have probably seen this, or you will see this in a moving vlog video, whatever. But that should hopefully take a lot of the pressures, I think, off. And I've organised everything. I'm just waiting for the Wi-Fi to arrive, but everything's done except the big shop. But like that's fine. I feel like a lot of the major stressors are slowly being sort of untangled. And one of them is also Vlogmas, and I have filmed 2 more videos in the last 24 hours. So that feels good, and I'm hoping to edit them tonight because I have the evening off. And then I've got some ideas for a lot of the Taskmaster things I need to do. I'm still not finished and I'm still behind, but I do feel I'm starting to catch up. I'm starting to catch a break somewhere. So that is my update for the evening and potentially for the week. I have no idea how much I'm going to be talking to you because I think I'm going to be very busy with the moving stuff. But you will be able to watch that at some other date, or potentially already, depending on when it's gone up. But that's all. I will see you all whenever I see you next. Bye! Hello. I moved a lot of my stuff over yesterday, which was great. Exhausting, but great. And I did a lot of unpacking and sorting things and whatnot. I've got a whole video going up about it. I think I've mentioned that already. But it felt really, really good to do, and I'm just getting more and more excited. And I've got a long shopping list that I've made, so, you know, I know what I need to do and what I need to get before I can actually stay there. So that's been good. And then this morning I went for a run, and before I went for a run, actually, I spent a long time editing some stuff. I feel really on top of my Vlogmas videos now. I've got 1.5 left. The half is my bullet journal, which I just need to finish up myself and then do a flip through of. But I've even already edited the shots of me doing the drawing and whatnot. And then it's just the very last Vlogmas video, which is, you know, I've still got a couple of weeks, and if nothing else, I can just sit and talk about how I felt Vlogmas went for me this year. So I feel really good about that. That kind of happened very quickly, that I suddenly had everything done. It's been a very busy week. There's been a lot happening, and it's been a lot of long days and doing a lot of things. So it's been nice today to have a bit more time to do YouTube stuff and my own things. And then very shortly, in about an hour, it's Shabbat again. And, you know, what's that phrase? The days keep coming and they don't stop coming. So that's where we're at the moment. And I will see you all at some other point. Bye. Hello. It is Saturday evening. My cousin is like just having supper, so she may come in at any moment. But today I got a lot of the last minute packing done. I've still got more bits and bobs, but I did a lot, which is great. And I have a whole suitcase, a suitcase that can roll, that I am ready to bring to the apartment. So I'm gonna take that tomorrow morning before work, which is fantastic. And that's just one less thing to worry about. But today a card arrived in the post, and hello, we were interrupted before and we may be interrupted again, but I want to read this letter. I have no idea who sent it to me. There's a little sign on the front that says for Christmas, but I don't know if that's just a standard sign that they put on around this time of year. Oh, it looks like it is a Christmas card. Who could be sending me a Christmas card? I truly have no idea. Should I wait until Christmas to open it? I don't know how Christmas cards work. Who would send me a Christmas card? It's a beautiful card. There's one person I can think of from the ship, but they would know I'm Jewish, so I don't know. Ah, it's my agent! That's actually really sweet. I mean, they also know that I'm Jewish, but still sweet. That's cute. And it's nice to have a card. That was unexpected, but lovely. Oh, and I just wrote to my agent earlier, like literally an hour ago. Now I feel bad because I should have added this, like a thank you. It was actually a thank you about something else. Oh, that's very cute though. I can put it up in my new house with all my other Christmassy things. That's so cute. I love it. I don't think I've ever had a Christmas card before. How thrilling. Well, I just wanted to share that. So yeah, I did a lot of packing earlier, which was great. And I intend to take some of it over tomorrow. I think I said that already. And then I've just been doing some editing and watching some of the, well, a lot of The Lincoln Lawyer. I cannot stop watching it. It is so good. I think I've got like 2 episodes left. And then I've also done a big laundry and everything's hung up to dry now. But it is feeling emptier and emptier, and that feels good. But anyway, I'm gonna keep watching this and then probably go to bed in the next hour or so. It's a bit early, but I'm feeling tired and I want to get up earlier tomorrow so I can take my stuff to my flat before work. And then I'm thinking I might do a shop when I get back from work, because I've made a shopping list. I should probably go in my moving video, but whatever. I made a shopping list and it's so long and I just don't think I have enough bags or arms to carry it all. So I think if I do some of the long-lasting cupboard stuff now and do one big shop now, then I can do other big shops, or hopefully one other big shop closer to the day that I'm actually moving in with more of the fresh stuff and whatever else I need. But that's all plans for another video or another time. that's all for now from me. Bye. Actually, do you know what? I've just looked across and I have this candle that I used once that my grandma gave me, and I'm hoping I can use it in the new place, although it looks like it's leaked, which is not ideal. I didn't even know a candle could leak. And it's in a tin. No, something else must have spilt. But I think I'll take this with as well to my flat. That'll be lovely to have on in the evenings. We're making plans. I love it. All right, I don't know what's wrong with that. I'll see you later. Bye. Hello. It's been a few days, I think, since I've vlogged. I've sort of picked up a little bit of a cold. I don't know if I've mentioned that. I could feel, I think it was Sunday night, there was something I was doing and I was fine. And then I went to my room, to my bed, and I think I was watching more of The Lincoln Lawyer. And just as I was watching, I could feel my nose dripping and like constantly having to reach over to the tissues. And I was like, that's not good. And usually I sneeze quite a bit before the cold properly starts. And that's sort of my clue as to, okay, there might be a cold coming on. But this year, because of the stupid new hay fever that I've developed, or whatever it is, I'd been sneezing loads, but I'd been sneezing loads basically for the last, I don't know, 3 months, if not longer. So it wasn't really a clear indication to me anymore, which is annoying. But yeah, so Sunday night I was feeling fine aside from, you know, having a runny nose. And then Monday morning I woke up and again I could feel the congestion in my nose and also like a slight, I don't even want to say tickle, but like a pain, a very slight pain in my throat. And I was like, here we go. And I've been getting through a lot of tissues and really trying to protect my throat. Yesterday it was just uncomfortable during the day and well the whole time, but today it's been more verging on painful. Like I've definitely had moments where I've been like, I am in pain. It's manageable, and I was thinking to myself today actually, I can't remember what the context of it was. I think I was making myself a cup of tea and I was thinking if I was currently cast in a West End show and, you know, people were expecting me to perform tonight, I think tonight I could still get away with it. I mean, I've not sung anyway in a number of weeks, almost a month, I think. So it's hard for me to imagine right now singing at all, but I think I could still produce what I needed to produce for a West End show. Maybe not at 100%, but certainly good enough. So we're not at that point yet where I feel like everything is hurting and everything is impossible and I can't make any sounds. But I do think I'm still on the downhill. I don't think I've reached the peak point yet where it then starts to get better. But anyway, I wanted to come on here because I'm slowly going to transition out of my moving video onto the vlogs. Tomorrow is the official, hopefully, moving day. I really hope the Wi-Fi comes, that's my biggest concern. And I will film, like, I guess the start of the day and maybe the end of the day in the moving vlog, but then I want the rest to just go into vlogs because that video is getting very long. So I had already done a lot of like prep in terms of packing stuff. I've got, at the moment, I've got 2 boxes that are like not average size and 1 big bag that again I would say is average size. It's like this bag but fully filled with like folders and big things. And then I've just found this bag which I've started to fill at the moment with hair stuff, but I think we're going to get some stationery in there and maybe some hangers. Then this bag has some bags in it, like plastic shopping bags and Ziploc bags and whatever else. And obviously I've got the bag itself, and then I've also got my Chewy bag, which also actually seems to have a bag in it, which I didn't realise. And I've still got this suitcase, which I also didn't realise. Oh, you can't see it. It's my little one. Plus I have the big one downstairs in the garage. But I think what I'm going to do tomorrow, what I've not yet mentioned, is I have a giant TV from my friend who wants me to hang on to it for the time being, which I said isn't a problem, and theoretically isn't, because it can go under the bed, which is where it currently is, but it's very big, and I'm a little bit concerned I won't even get it in the car. If I can get it in the car, the rest isn't a problem, but that's the thing that's going to take up the most space. I'm actually going to go down with my cousin tonight and see if we can get it into the car. And I want to have most of the car packed because we're going quite early tomorrow. We're going around 8:30, which is not what I wanted on my day off. I was hoping for a bit of a sleep in, but you know what? We'll manage. And then I can always come back with these bags and the case. I said to my grandma, actually, I might pop in for lunch at like 1:30, 2-ish, probably later, let's be real, and then bring another bag or suitcase or both over. I mean, there really isn't that much. But I'm now at the stage where the things that are left are just like dotted all around and are very much part of my daily use. And I don't think I'm going to realise until I need them that they're gone, or rather that I don't have them. So it's, I don't know, like 10 o'clock now? It can't be that late. 10 past 10. How is it already so late? I got home from work quite late as well because I popped via the flat. Because I've got a kettle, which is very exciting. So hopefully my cousin will be home soon and we can attempt this TV thing. I think the things I'm going to forget are like all my devices and leads and whatnot, which are all the things I really don't want to forget. So I'm gonna do what I can now, not for very long, but for now, so that I can at least be ready to bring some things to the car. And then the main thing I need to remember tomorrow is a duvet. Oh, I need to grab a sheet as well. So I'm gonna go do all those things, and I will speak to you probably tomorrow at some point. Hopefully feeling a little better, but I'm not holding out hopes. But I do just want to say, today I wore this with my green skirt and my black leggings. It was cold today and I have a cold, so I wanted to be warm. So I also wore my pink top over the top of this. My Wicked outfit, if you will. This with the green skirt, and it made me really happy. It was a little itchy because what I've realised, the neckline here comes up really quite high. And so when I'm wearing a top like this, it doesn't cover that bit. And like this material can be quite itchy, or I don't know, like not scratchy necessarily, but you can feel it. Irritated. So I think I need to wear higher tops underneath. But it did make me very happy, and I'm so glad I found a way to wear this top more. And, you know, with the skirt, which I've also been struggling to find tops to go with. Just win-win-wins all around. But right, I need to get on with this because I'm procrastinating. Bye! Well, here we are. Finally lighting something that's going to give this place a nicer smell. It doesn't smell horrendous, but it's just a bit like musty. And this one's the lemon one, which actually I'm waiting to use the apple pie ones because those are the ones I'm really looking forward to. But I'm going to use this one up first and get it smelling all lemony and fresh. I am going to do some stuff. I'm going to try and vlog bits and bobs as the day goes on, but I probably won't go mad with it all. But I'm here and I've got all my stuff here. There might be like a handful of things still at my grandma's, but I'm hoping to go over. Actually, she's just invited me for supper. Funny how quickly that changes from I'm just having supper at home to she's invited me for supper. So maybe instead of going for lunch, maybe I'll just get my stuff and come back after supper. We'll see. But I need to start with unpacking the shopping. Here's all my fresh goods that I bought. That actually wasn't crazy expensive. I thought that was going to be worse. So it's nice to know because that's more of a reflection of what my weekly shop will be like. And it feels good to know that that's what I should be expecting and not what I paid last week or whenever it was a few days ago. Let's go! All right, it's almost 12 o'clock. I think it's 10 to 12. And I think I started around 10 to 10. That's what I imagine. Because I'm pretty sure we only parked the car at 10:15. So let's call it 2 hours. And I have done most of it, which feels great. And I got a message saying the Wi-Fi should be arriving between 11:30 and 1:30 today, but we don't have a box, and they said you need to call them if you don't have a box. I need to do, oh my goodness, my back is so sore. Let me sit down. I just absolutely need to do some stretches, and I think I'm getting a bit peckish, but I've got a bag of food in front of me, so I think I'll find something and maybe have a cup of tea. And I just read the instructions as I was packing things away, and you're meant to boil the kettle 3 times fully before you start using it. So I'm gonna do that now as well. But yeah, I've done the worst of it. I've cleared the floor and my clothes, and the bed is more or less cleared. There's just, what's left now is all the daily stuff, the stuff I want to have available, and I just need to know where I want to put it. But so far, I've not used any of the side cupboards, and there's quite a lot of space in there, so I'm thinking that's gonna be put to use. So yes, the Wi-Fi is coming, but because we don't have the box, we won't be able to like activate it or anything until that comes. And so I called them up, and the person on the phone said, we can't organise anything until you actually have the box. So they're going to call me back at 3, which I'm very glad about, because you had to go through all the like security things, which fine. And to be fair, it wasn't super complicated to get to a real person, which I am grateful for, but you did still have to go through all the automated stuff first. But sometimes they don't even give you the option, or they make it very hard to find which pathway to take to get to a real person. And that wasn't the case, so I'm grateful for that. But they said just before they put you on hold, it said, we've got a high number of calls, obviously, because when don't they? But it shouldn't take more than 30 seconds. That's what they said. And I was like, that's a brave promise to make. And it was definitely more than 30 seconds. I think it was a good few minutes, which isn't the worst, but it's just like, ugh, come on. It would have been better if they hadn't said 30 seconds. That, I think, really, I was like, why are you lying to me? But I was glad that they said, we'll call you back, because that means I don't have to go through the whole process again. And then I presume what's going to happen is I'll get the engineer to come in tomorrow, because I'm now working tonight. So hopefully Wi-Fi tomorrow, which would be great. I didn't actually think I would have Wi-Fi for another week or so if I can get Wi-Fi today, that would be amazing, or tomorrow. Gosh, I can't believe tomorrow's Friday. No, it's not. Tomorrow's Thursday. That makes me feel a little bit better. And then my grandma very kindly gave me a double duvet, which is very kind of her to, let me borrow it. But I don't have any double duvet sheets, and neither does she for some reason, which I find odd. There must be one somewhere, because why would you keep the duvet without the bedding? But I've just ordered bedding, which I can pick up later today, and a toaster. And then once I go to the storage with my cousin on Friday and hopefully grab a pan and potentially a plate and a bowl, I feel like I'm sorted more or less. I don't feel there's much more I need to do after that. But I'm hoping to speak to my parents very shortly, which would be nice. And then I just need to tackle, as I say, these last few things and decide where I want to keep things. And then I can chill, really. I feel like there should be more I need to do. But I think I've got maybe like half an hour, maximum an hour left, which is insane. So yeah, that's where we're at. Feeling good. Feeling good. Things are falling into place, which is great. Time to boil some water. All right, I've just had a 40-minute long chat with my parents, which was lovely, really, really nice. I last spoke to them, I think, on Saturday night, I want to say. That's usually when we chat. So it's only been like 3 or 4 days, but it's been a crazy couple of days for both of us. So it was nice to catch up on those crazy couple of days. And whilst I was doing that, I had, you can see my kettle, and I had it in this cup, in this mug, which I love. I mean, I love it anyway, obviously, because it's a mug and Winnie the Pooh, but the shape of it is also so nice. It's so satisfying, and it's got a nice slip, hits the spot. And I had Sam's tea with Sam's honey, which is the blueberry tea with the main honey, and I've not had either of those in quite a while because it's just been hard to navigate hiding it at my grandma's. Oh, my mug's a little bit chipped at the bottom. That's not ideal, but I think we'll be all right. So, it was all just perfect. It was so nice, and to make it in this kettle, it just makes me very happy. Now, the Wi-Fi should be here in the next half an hour, supposedly. Actually, let me check my emails. And then I think once I've collected it, I will go to my grandma's for lunch. Oh, it's been delivered. I don't have it. Let me head to where the parcel should be and see if it's there. Oh, it would be great if it was there. So, Wi-Fi, last minute things, lunch. I mean, I should still have time after lunch before I need to go out for tutoring. I should still have at least an hour or so. But at the moment, I feel like what I need to do is sort. Not sort even. Well, I do need to sort, but more importantly, put everything in one place. Because my brain can't handle it when things are dotted around. I don't like that. And at the moment, I've got things on the table, I've got things on the counter, I've got things on the fridge, I've got things on the floor, I've got things on the bed. There's just a lot going on. And I want to make the bed as much as I can, which at the moment is only putting a sheet on the mattress. And then tonight, I will collect the bedding for the duvet. And here's something interesting. I have had the candle burning all this time, and I can't smell the lemon, but I can smell that it's not as musty or whatever it was earlier today. It feels fresher, which is good because I haven't opened a window. And the temperature has been perfect. I've not had to fiddle with the thermostat at all, which is fantastic. And I found my friend's microphone, which is fantastic because even though I do have a cold at the moment and definitely don't plan on singing at all, it's nice to know that that will be ready to use. So yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling really good. And I can feel that we're so close to the end. I feel like everything is falling into place now, especially if the Wi-Fi's just arrived. That would be amazing. So I'm going to collate everything onto this table, I think, and then I can also make the bed. But I'll first head downstairs. I'm going to collate everything onto the table, then I'll go downstairs, then I'll make the bed, and then I think I'll go, and then I can deal with the stuff on the table, potentially when I come home tonight or before or whenever. This is good. I didn't actually think, I think I've said this earlier, when I said I was going to move last Wednesday, which ended up being Thursday, but either way, I was like, that ain't happening. I'm not going to be ready to actually move in. And then we moved it to this Wednesday, and I was still like, I need to go on Wednesday, I can't postpone it again, but I'm gonna struggle, I am not gonna be ready. But now I'm kind of like, I think I am. I thought I just saw a bird do a really weird thing outside, but it was the corner of my eye, so maybe I'm not seeing things properly. All right, let's make a move on. Exciting. Hello. I've got my other tripod here and ready to go, ready to rock and roll. This is my bed, and it's empty, more or less. There's a duvet and a sheet, which I need to put on. But I've just come back from my grandma's for lunch. I've been about an hour, I would say. Maybe a bit more, actually. But I would say that last hour has been so productive. It is now bang on 3 o'clock, so I am waiting for a call from the Wi-Fi people. I really hope they call me back soon. I just want to get it organised. And that also means I have about an hour before I need to go to tutoring and then to work. So I've got to organize myself in the next hour. I put everything on the table before I left, which in theory was a good idea in terms of seeing it all, but then at the same time I was seeing it all and just being like, help. But I have taken lots more things from my grandma's. There's now very, very few things left there. I mean, there's a couple of clothes in the wash and, you know, other things, but generally speaking, I've taken most things. So I need to add what I've taken to the pile. Some of it is clothes, which is easy enough, but not everything. There is more stuff. There's always more stuff. I've just realised, I was looking at that, and I want to put the pillowcases into the washing machine, and that's made me realise that I don't have a washing basket or bag or anything. And again, I'm fairly certain I have one in Ireland that's actually storing stuff at the moment. So I don't really want to go out and purchase one for 6 weeks. I'll just need to find a bag or something that I can make do with. But I was able to do something for Taskmaster. I had to post a letter, which I've been waiting to do literally for over a week now, and I finally was able to do it. I had to buy a couple of other things, so I did those. I was collecting something for the Taskmaster, but not for Taskmaster. It's just I'm bringing it over for them, because apparently they couldn't ship it to Ireland, but they could to the UK. I feel like the whole day has been very productive, but especially the last hour. By the way, I would never usually pair a plain black top with this skirt because I never usually wear a plain black top, but actually I think it works really well. And I would also never wear a belt with a skirt that's already sort of, you know, cinched in, I suppose, but actually I really like this as a look. I don't know how well you can see, but that's made me very happy. With the camera there now, the entire ledge here is filled. And I finally opened this. I haven't actually opened the jar yet, but my parents got me this, I think when I first moved to Ireland, and there's meant to be like little notes in it and stuff. I love the colour anyway, but I think I'm just gonna open one of these every day that I'm here. Oh, there we go. Oh, I'm gonna collect that. Oh, hello.
Hello, am I speaking to Mrs. Raquel? So, like mentioned earlier as well, the board point.
Sorted. They're coming on Friday. Amazing. I would have preferred tomorrow, obviously, but the time slots are either between like 8 and 1 or 1 and 6, and I'm working until like 2 tomorrow, so I wouldn't have been able to do tomorrow anyway. They're coming on Friday. I'm so thrilled. The person on the line was so lovely, and they did have a slight accent, but I did not have a problem with that at all. I generally don't find the accents a problem. What I find a problem is that these company numbers very often seem to be very crackly and not at all clear. And it could be the most British of British people speaking to me. It could be the Queen down the line, and I would still struggle to understand what's being said. And I just feel sorry because especially when they do have accents, I then worry that they're gonna think it's because of their accent, and it's not. Especially not in this case, because I actually think it was like almost a French type accent. I could be wrong, but that's sort of what I thought it was, and I'm very used to French accents. So I feel bad. And they have given me a thing to like review it, so I will once I have Wi-Fi. But they were very helpful, so far I can't complain. I'm trying to get this bedding on, and I'm struggling. And it's not even a fitted sheet, which I don't know if that's better or worse, to be honest. I think I generally prefer fitted sheets though, because these ones I'm never good enough at and they always come out. But we're gonna manage, we're gonna make do, because I wanna sleep on a sheet rather than on a mattress. Well, I wanna sleep on both. But hey, I mean, that was very much within like a 10-minute range of 3 o'clock, which is great. And do you know what? I was hoping when I came back now from, this has nothing to do with the Wi-Fi by the way, but I was hoping that by the time I came back I would be able to get more of a lemony scent in the air, because obviously I would have let it have some time to settle and me leave and not be familiar with it. And again, that musty smell is gone, but I'm definitely not getting any lemon. But I think what I've forgotten about until like 5 minutes ago, I have a blocked nose, so I'm probably not smelling anything, like regardless. But it is clear to me that the air feels nicer than it did. Right, how long have I got? Well, I've probably got about, 45 minutes. So I'm gonna get on with this and get on with the other stuff and blow my nose and see how far we get in the next hour. Hello. Evening was pretty chill, pretty good, great. Got some stuff at work though, which is just really nice. First of all, someone went and got lots of reduced food from the local shop, and that bread smells so good, and I'm so in the mood for it. And someone else left us loads of like flowers and things. So I was really like struggling to decide between the different things they had. It was all very dainty, it was really lovely. But in the end, I suddenly saw the cacti and I was like, have to go for that. Now this poor pot had a couple of little falls on the way home, so I'm hoping that he'll survive it. You can see that like the tops of these, I don't know how well you can see, are a little bit broken, but hopefully you will survive. I believe in you. And that can go beautifully next to my flowers that I got from my parents. So I'm trying to decide if I should go the healthy route or the not so healthy route with this bread. I think I'm going to keep some of it for tomorrow because I went to the click and collect area for the order that I'd placed and they didn't have it. Why would you lie to me? Why would you tell me that it's going to be ready to collect after 5 and then it's not cool? It wasn't the shop's fault, it was the delivery or whatever, I don't know. It was someone's fault. Not now I'm realising that I've said that, not that that actually makes a difference because I would have not used the toaster tonight anyway. But I could have cheese with it. Oh, that's what I was going to say, I'm going to leave half of it for tomorrow because I don't have any bread now. No, that doesn't make sense because it still has nothing to do with the toaster. I don't know. But I'm going to either have cheese, which is, you know, reasonably healthy, and I might put it in the oven if I'm feeling up for it, which is very tempting now that I say it out loud. Oh, I need to buy a cooking board. I was meant to buy one, a chopping board. I didn't buy one, I meant to. Ugh, that's annoying. Or I can have it with Nutella, which is also tempting. But I do have lots of like chocolatey dessert type things, you know, things I can snack on. I think I'm gonna put the oven on and make it cheesy. I have just rinsed the oven baking tray, whatever they're called. Again, I know I have at least one in Ireland that is, you know, clean and not gunky and not, you don't know what's been on it. But for the time being, I'm just going to put foil and then baking paper, and hopefully that will be enough to sort of stop me from squirming. And I've just doused it, absolutely doused it with boiling water. So I'm just letting the water tip out. Sorry, this light is terrible. I'm very sorry about that. There we go. Just stand like this. So yeah, and then I've got just the table left of clearing to do. Oh, but the other annoying thing, really annoying, as part of my order was my bedding. Oh, and I just really am not a huge fan at all of sleeping on naked bedding. Sorry, this angle, I'm so sorry. Maybe I'll throw like a towel in between me and the duvet. I don't know, it just feels something feels weird. I think the fact that I can't wash it, I'm not a fan of that. So no bedding to do, which is frustrating, and a table full of stuff to find place for. But I mean, realistically, it's not going to take that long. And I need to wait for the oven to heat up and for the cheese to get melted anyway, so that is all right. Let's go! Final stretch of the night, hopefully. Hello. It's just past 10 o'clock at night, and I think I'm done. I think I'm properly done. I feel like I need to bring you closer. There is nothing more to put away. The only thing that I'm really like, about is the bedding. I really wish I'd had that tonight. Because then I would have felt like I can just go to sleep and it's a normal night and we're all chill. I'm not even so worried about the toaster or all the other things I still need to get sorted, the Wi-Fi. Like, my phone data is not perfect. And it keeps dropping in and out and it's very hard to do stuff. Plus, I don't like using data in general. I have like a thing about it. And so I'm not going on social media, which maybe is for the better. But there's a lot. Like, I've been sent so much stuff over the last few days that I've just not even had time to look at. And I've got a work application thing that I need to do, and this tea, by the way, smells so good. I always like a red berry tea, especially because they're caffeine free. They're great for the evenings with a little bit of honey, or even without, because they're quite sweet naturally. And I don't know which ones I usually have or get, but this one that was actually the cheapest of the red berry ones, and it was raspberry and strawberry, and it smells so good. And I'm so excited to use another mug. I love this mug. This mug I did remember, and I'm so happy to have it, and it's so big. I love it so much. And I feel like, I mean, there are definitely things that are going to move around. There's one drawer that I've used just to dump everything that at the moment I don't know where the best place for it is. And that obviously is going to be adjusted. I'm missing, you know, pans and chopping boards and whatever else. There's a lot that's not done yet, but there's so much that is done. And I feel like I love coming here. I mean, coming home from work tonight, when I eventually did come home, it just felt so good. And that was when I still had loads to deal with. And I just love having the space, having the kitchen, having, you know, time to film without worrying about who's going to hear me, having the candles. It feels so home. And I can't wait to sort of figure out those last bits and bobs and really, really feel like home. I think by Friday evening, because I'll have the bedding, hopefully. I'll have a toaster, which won't actually make much difference on a Friday evening, but still. I'll have Wi-Fi, I'll have a pan, hopefully. Hopefully I'll remember to buy a chopping board by then. And I think those are like the main things that are currently the things I'm missing. But I really like the space. And at the moment, I really like what I've done with it. And I'm feeling good. I'm feeling tired. I'm feeling very tired, but I'm also feeling good. I'm now going to wrap up the moving video over on that video, and then we're just going to continue on here with all those last bits and bobs. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. And you know what? It really helps that I'm working so much more this month than usual, because it just takes a little bit of that pressure off that, you know, switching to paying and living for yourself. So I'm very grateful for that. All right. Goodbye. I will see you at some point over the next few days. I actually have most of tomorrow off. I finish work at 2, which is amazing. And I don't really know what I'm going to do with the second half of the day because I don't have any Wi-Fi, but I might do some editing. I've got lots of editing to do. Lots. All right. Cheers. Gotta love the sleeping setup. Oh, I'm sat on my phone. Sorry, this is weirdly angled. I need to work out how I'm gonna set you guys up in future. I mean, I guess in theory I could take you off the tripod and onto my jar of calm or something. I've just realised this isn't done up all the way, but it's okay, I'm wearing a t-shirt underneath. Usually I don't, usually I get too warm, but at the moment, I don't know, I'm just feeling not quite right. I think it's the bedding. But look, it's almost midnight and I don't know how that's happened. The last 2 hours went so quickly. I didn't even have to do anything except like eat, and that was it. Oh, time just happens quickly. But I'm now gonna get myself ready for bed. Let's be real, I'm gonna be on my phone for another half hour, but I'm gonna try to sleep. I have my first lie-in of the week tomorrow, which is nice. I can probably sleep until about, I would say 8:45, which is not much of a sleep-in when you say it out loud, but by my standards, that's like an extra hour compared to what I've been getting, if not more, an hour and a half. So I'm gonna take that, and I think I'm gonna sleep very well tonight because I am quite tired. Also, I ended up walking from my tutoring to work, which was a longer walk than I thought it was. Which on the one hand, I mean, I got there on time and I still got there early actually. And it was good because I didn't get to go running today, which I'd never anticipated that I would. But it's nice to have still done something reasonably exercise-y. I'm waiting to see if I'm gonna go for a run tomorrow. By the time I get home, it'll be close to 3, and by that time, like, it does start getting dark. But we'll see what kind of day it is tomorrow. If it's a sunny day, then the days are a bit longer, whereas if it's cloudy, it's a lost cause. So we shall see. But I'm nearer to a park now, so that's useful. All right, I'm falling asleep. I'm not looking forward to sleeping on towels or under towels, but hopefully it's just for one night. And then hopefully on my way back from work tomorrow, I can pick up my things. That's the plan. And maybe actually buy some loafed bread. I'm not sure loafed is the word I was going for, but we've committed now. I'm very sleepy. I'm gonna go. Goodbye.